Hi everyone, this is Jeff Anthony, the General Manager here at Palm Harbor Homes at the factory in Fort Worth, and I have a great opportunity today to do a reaction to a screen record that I did yesterday in regards to a new tool that we have to make sure that we can best assist you when we're not available to answer your questions for you. So you are highly valued to us that we want to make sure that we provide a way for you to provide us information on how we can best help you out. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video. Now, if I happen to look off in the distance, it's not because I'm trying to be romantical, but because I'm actually looking at the video while I record this. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So on this link that I'll provide below, it's going to be a registration form, just really template, just like you would see any other registration form that we have now. The difference on here is that it's going to give you a couple other steps. Now, depending, for an instance, most of the stuff that I've advertised has pricing in there. So if I'm not available and you're ready to purchase, this can actually take you straight into the purchasing portion of the transaction without having to actually speak to me. So as you can see here, you would just put standard template information regarding your name, your address, your phone number, your email, if you were referred by somebody, the best time we can call you, and how many people do you think will be going on the contract with you or your loan application. Okay, so the next steps that you would see is your terms and agreements for us to be able to do everything digitally. You'll see that there's an e-sign consent form stating that that you're being truthful on signing everything electronically. Gives you your Privacy Act policies and a few others. All you got to do is select all and continue on. Then it'll take you to the next step. So on here, it's going to ask you certain things like tell us about your perfect home. If you're looking for single wide, double wide, triple wide, how many bedrooms you're looking for, how many bathrooms, if you have a particular square footage that you're looking for, whether it be 1,500 square feet, 2,000, 3,000 square feet, if you have any special floor plan features that you're needing. So you can see here just kind of typing out some general information, and we actually give you 2 opportunities to put information down just in case that you forgot. So all right, so once we actually save this information, it'll move us on to the next screen. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next screen. Okay, now it's going to ask you what your shopping experience has been so far prior to coming to our online store, or actually coming and visiting with my location here. Not in general the experience that you may have had at another Palm Harbor. Now, if you had an experience at another Palm Harbor, yeah, go ahead and let me know here. Let me know if you also have a working contract or a deposit with them. Because there are certain policies in place that don't allow me to actually assist you, because we don't want to step on each other's toes. So on here, you'll see that I'm actually kind of putting some information. It says, please list the name or the models of the favorite floor plans you've discovered. If you have a model number or just a name and who the builder is, that's very helpful for us in case that you're actually needing me to find you a home that's similar, right? It's going to ask you a little bit about your current living situation. So the question is, why do you need that? You can leave it blank if you want to, but what it does assist me, because it gives me a little bit of clarity, kind of thinking about what you want to be around. So for an instance, let's say that you're going to be financing this home and you've been renting for about a year and you only pay $800. It's not saying that you wouldn't pay more, but it at least lets me know kind of what your situation is currently. So in this case, I just put 1,500, which is kind of the average, and then utilities about 500 bucks, which is pretty normal. Okay, and then it's going to ask you where do you plan on placing your home. So private property is your land, your friend's land, your parents' land, some stranger's land. That doesn't have to involve like multiple manufactured homes on there. A manufactured home lease community, that is what we call mobile home parks. In this case, we're going to go ahead and put mobile home uh, community. I'm sorry, manufactured lease land community. And it's going to ask you uh, how soon you would like to be in your new home and some of the surrounding situations why. And then it's going to ask you about the property, the things that are already there. Now, if you leave it unchecked, that's just basically saying that there's nothing there. Okay, now, obviously, if you're going into a manufactured home lease, there's no land payoff because it's leased. All right, so the next page is going to say, how will you be paying? This is for you cash buyers. You can go ahead and fill it out, or predominantly our finance people. So on here, it's going to let you ask you some questions. How much do you plan on investing each month? Basically, what kind of payments you're looking for. How much money do you have for your down payment? And where is it coming from? Now, these are going to be particular because these are all stuff that's going to be transferred onto your application if you choose to finance the home. All right, so we continue down to the next stage, and it's going to tell us a little bit. It's going to ask you a little bit about your employment status, if you're self-employed, employed, who your employer is. All this stuff actually gets transferred on to your application. So I would suggest, as you're taking the steps, to go ahead and place this information on there. It will help you later on as you start moving forward. Now, if you wish not to put the information, go ahead. It's okay. It doesn't hurt my feelings any. You guys know that. But of course, I wanted to encourage you. That's why I'm typing all this stuff out here. Secondly, what it also does, um, it allows me to really look at the income that's coming in. So if you're trying to figure out what you can qualify for based on the information from Cascade and 21st Mortgage and other lenders, we know kind of the ratio that they're using in order for us to be able to determine what kind of look at that. It says yes and no's. Too many S's on there. I think they've already fixed that. But like I was mentioning, it allows us to really see kind of how much you qualify for. And that way we're not selling you something that's unrealistic. And then if you want something that's more than what you can afford, then we can really break it down on how much money you're going to need to put down to get you into that home that you're looking for. So now on here says model home tour, assumption of risk and release. This is something you can pre-sign prior to coming in and looking at homes. So that way we can go straight out there and look at houses. On here, when you get to this stage, you're going to create an account. And creating this account will allow you to basically go in, edit your application if needed in case that you were unable to finish it. So, and later on as well, so once you get your approved, all your information will be able to, like your conditions, you can upload it directly there without having to give it to me. Now on here, you do have an opportunity where you can go ahead and have your credit pulled. Now this is a true soft pull. As you know, many places that you go, they promise you that it's a soft pull and it ends up being an actual inquiry that kind of messes up your credit scores because you have multiple people pulling it. This is a true soft pull. This is directly from Cascade, letting you know that it's a soft pull. So when you actually put this information down, it's not going to send you an actual copy of your soft pull. It is going to send it to me, which in return, I will send it to you in a PDF form for you to look at, and we can go ahead and discuss. Now, obviously, I put false information in here just to kind of show you where we're at. So once you actually hit pull credit, in this case, it's giving me the error because it recognizes that it's a fake social. But once you do that, you're going to see, I'm going to click save. Oh, no, not yet. I thought I was going to do it that time. Save and exit. And at this point, it's going to go ahead and send you over to the application portion of things. Okay, so if you know you have excellent credit and you want to go ahead and just get started without having to talk to me, you're just going to go ahead and punch in our number here, which is 817-766-4250, and it's going to ask you Palm Harbor Villages, Fort Worth. You'll click yes, and once you click yes, it's going to go ahead and take you straight into the application portion of the purchase. So that's pretty much it. We look forward to talking to you later on today. If you don't know, we do live forums every Friday at 5 p.m. Texas time, which is Central Time. So I'm going to be starting off today's forum with talking about site work, what it is, what to expect, and then hopefully as I get through that, you guys will have questions. The forums themselves are as long as you need them to be, as long as you're asking questions. If it's just one of those Fridays and nobody has questions, then we can dismiss class very early. So as always, I appreciate you and I look forward to seeing you later on today. As always, thank you so much. Have a blessed day.